Number 10, Sekai. School days. Look, we aren't gonna try and defend Makoto in any way whatsoever.
そんなこと言ってまた浮気？
The man is a deviant who used and abused most of the girls in his school for his selfish desires, with the fallout getting so bad that many were left as traumatized husks.
私に子供ができた途端、今度は私を捨てるの？
Sekai was certainly among those victims, and had every right to despise her ex for his lewd acts and reprehensible behavior. Stabbing and beheading him, however, might have been a bridge too far. Number 9, Kogami. Psychopaths. In a world that limits, censors, and inadvertently creates monsters out of humanity, something as obsessive as revenge can be a powder keg. For Kogami, the ensuing explosion proves worth it, as he is finally given the chance to put down the sociopathic anarchist Makishima for his plethora of crimes, including the death of his old partner. Of course, the trade-off, by decree of the civil system, is that he's now a criminal himself, and as such will spend the rest of his life on the run, hunted by his former comrades. A steep price in every respect. Number 8, Kurapika. Hunter x Hunter. Revenge is pretty much this hunter's very reason for being, seeking to bring down the Phantom Troop for their hand in the slaughter of his clan.
特質系となった私はどの系統の能力も 100% 引き出す。
While erasing the spider may do the world a favor, the demand Kurapika puts on himself might just spell his doom somewhere down the line.
命を懸ける。
Thanks to his nen being able to take on specialist traits, Kurapika devises a surefire to drag the troop's members into oblivion. His judgment chain certainly holds the potential to make his dream a reality, but will also kill him should he ever use this ability on anyone else, forever binding him to his revenge. Number 7, Angelo, 91 Days. Following the massacre of his own family, Angelo decided that he would return the favor and do whatever necessary to end those responsible. With his targets being a powerful Sicilian crime family, Angelo chooses the art of deception, infiltrating the Vendetti from within, befriending and double-crossing everyone along the way.
俺と同じ苦しみを死ぬ以上の苦しみを与えるつもりだった。
It's sad that not only does he foster true friendships during his time among the Vendettis, but his single-view desire to avenge his family stumps him from ever moving beyond a life of killing and duplicity.
復讐を果たし、家族の死に報いれば、生きる理由を取り戻せると思った。だが何も残らなかった。
Number 6, Kazutora. Tokyo Revengers. Guilt can drive a person mad, and Kazutora was unable to cope with the pressure. Following the killing of Mikey's brother, Kazutora is unable to process the fact he's hurt the beloved brother of his dearest friend, and somewhat snapped.
マイキーを殺さないと。
Choosing instead to believe that he's the hero of his own story and that Mikey is somehow responsible for his pain, Kazutora signs up with the Valhalla gang with every intention of crushing everyone affiliated with Toman. Was it worth it? Since he either gets pummeled to death or imprisoned depending on the timeline, we're gonna say no.
させようぜマイキー。てめえが死ぬか俺が死ぬかだ。
Number 5, Nina. Code Geass. Unrequited love can be a bit of a bitch, but still able to overcome with time and perspective. Having said love getting gunned down for the world to see? Okay, that's a little tougher to swallow. But even then, going so mad with misplaced desire and rage that you plan to nuke a school in response? That's crazy town territory. For all her genius, Nina goes off the deep end when her precious Princess Yuffie gets taken out by Zero, going as far as to arm an explosive near the Academy grounds. Because of course, the peace-loving Yuffie would have supported such a batshit plan.
教えてユーフェミア様の仇ゼロはどこにいる
Number 4. Torin Vinland Saga. He abandoned everything in order to become strong enough to kill the man who robbed him of his father, but in doing so forgot everything he was taught.
殺してやるぞ殺してやる
While thoughts of revenge gave Torin the drive to become a skilled killer on the battlefield, his obsession with defeating Ashlad in a duel soon became a cage.
まだわかんねえのか。なんでこうなるのか。
The misplaced need for vengeance, whilst trying to emulate some semblance of honor, not only betrayed his father's teachings on what it means to be a true warrior, but destroyed any chance of Torin living a normal childhood.
10年以上かけて俺一人倒せないお前は。
Number 3. Obito Naruto Shippuden. To say life had been pretty hard for Obito would be a gross understatement. Getting half his body crushed by a boulder, watching the girl he loved killed by his best friend, this pain was enough to completely dissuade him into thinking there was any worth left in the world. And Madara's plan for the infinite Tsukiyomi was the way to go.
リンには結局告白できなかったな
While we can't help but sympathize with what he went through, assisting in the creation of the Akatsuki, having a helping hand in the death of his former teacher, as well as nearly ending the world, is a bit excessive, don't you think?
4代目火影湊。人中陸から離れろ。
Number 2. Gyutaro and Daki Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. No one is denying that these siblings were dealt a cruel hand. Poor, abandoned, and abused by those around them. It was a miracle that both survived as long as they did, until circumstance and some bad choices robbed them of their lives and any semblance of hope.
生まれてくる前に何度も殺されそうになり、生まれてからも邪魔でしかなく何度も殺されそうになり、それでも俺は生き延びた。
It's little wonder they accepted the chance to come back as demons and reap revenge on a world that scorned them.
元に戻せ俺の妹！出なけりゃ。
It's just a shame that their payback involved the butchering of innocence. Between Gyutaro's sadism and Daki's bitter jealousy, the duo inflicted more harm and misery than could ever be considered justifiable. Number 1. Eren, Attack on Titan.
この世から一匹残らず。
One would think when it comes to genocide, things would be pretty black and white. But leave it to Eren Yeager to blur that line.
俺は進み続ける。敵を駆逐するまで。
Coming to the conclusion that the world's hatred towards Eldia will constantly put those he cares for in danger, the vessel of the founding Titans sets out to unleash the Rumbling, wherein millions of colossal Titans will march upon the world and trample all life underfoot, save for the island of Paradis. We've seen Eren lose so much and fight tooth and nail for those he deems precious, but to extinguish countless innocents due to the actions of a few still feels wholeheartedly wrong.
この島の外にある全ての地表を踏み鳴らす。そこにある命をこの世から駆逐するまで。
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.